No apology. Heads to the outside of the field. The red light goes on and they're set. Gates open, racing. Oh, one stood there. Began awkwardly. Inflation. Hold your tickets just in case. San Crispino, Rock and Ruler, Drift Star all left the machine pretty well, though. He's a Gunslinger's going to settle up there through the first 200 outside of the little mare Rosebush. Speed Bandit joined around them by Stevie's Wonder. Up there better than midfield Correspondent. Getting back Family Discussion from Pub Brawl. Being followed then over on the outside by Wanna Be Good. 3/4 Inspirational Girl, who's back there in the field 3 deep. Make Mine Champers over on the inside, followed by Smith, who's reefing and tearing. He wants a bit more rain. Checked out the second last, though, from No Apology. And after making a mess of the start, tacking on along the rails, Inflation at the 700. And the leader is Rock and Ruler. 3/4 of a length in front. San Crispino running second. And 3 wide around them, Stevie's Wonder. They're being followed by Rosebush down on the inside next ahead of Drift Star. Correspondent is wider out 3 deep. He's a gunslinger travelling well, but in need of an opening and to get clear and get going. On the rails, Family Discussion, followed further back, Make Mine Champers, an Inspirational Girl at the 250, and San Crispino levelled up and it hit the front. Got to the lead from Rock and Ruler. Rosebush getting through with Drift Star down the outside. San Crispino, Little Rosebush, Drift Star, his Inspirational Girl charging at the rate of knots, finishing brilliantly. Drift Star's in front. Drift Star fell in from the fast finishing Inspirational Girl, who was going 2 to their 1 late. Rosebush close up in company there with He's a Gunslinger, who looked a bit unlucky over the final part. San Crispino weakened. Stevie's Wonder, No Apology, followed then by Family Discussion, Correspondent, further back to Make Mine Champers, and then Rock and Ruler. Inflation missed the kick, began terribly. Then Speed Bandit back there in the field with Wanna Be Good, then Smith, and there is one other, and that is Pub Brawl. Number 8 is the winner, Drift Star, to give Stephen Parnham the second leg of a double. The Sepoy 4-year-old, 4th run in this campaign for trainer Neville Parker, and has clung on from Inspirational Girl, who was cutting it down late. Another bound, and it's an entirely different story, one would imagine. And 3rd goes to 7, Rosebush, who got through the opening for Noski. 15, San Crispino holds on for 4th in front of He's a Gunslinger, which got caught up at a crucial stage. 8, 10, 7, 15 in 1:25.08. Not sure what's happened there with Inflation, but began really awkwardly. Missed the kick by about 3. A long header, half a length the margins. The winner is raced by Brett Fogarty at Cape Fall Thoroughbreds by Sepoy from Paris Petard, former star mare. And this gelding trained by Neville Parker gives Stephen Parnham his second win for the afternoon. Second home, number 10, Inspirational Girl by Reliable Man from Be Inspired, William Pike for Team Williams. And 3rd, number 7, Rosebush by Gingerbread Man from Rosie's Mansion, Jared Noski, the rider for Russell Stewart. Now we're just getting a bit of news through broadcast. Hello. Thank you. Okay, thanks, Harold. Now, stewards have advised racegoers to hold all tickets in regards to Inflation. They are going to inquire into the start of the race to see if Inflation was deemed to have been given a fair start or not. Next on the card, the running of race 6, the Group 3 Mrs. Max Latrice Classic. Number 5, Midnight Sky, is the scratching, and a field of 8 mares to do battle. We can take you down to Brittany Taylor, who joins us in the winner's enclosure after that gripping victory here by Drift Star, which is held on from the fast finishing Inspirational Girl.
And a great effort here by Neville Parker to Darren, because this horse hasn't been able to win for 437 days. You haven't had him for long. Did you think he could do it today? Over 1,400 metres as well. He's been a horse that has been known as just a trial specialist.
Yeah, he's a horse that I think strict a few. He travels so well, and I think we've sort of gone outside of the square now with me and Brett. We had a chat and thought it's probably time we step this horse over out a bit further and change tact in his training. And it was great to see him settle today. It was a bit of a shock sort of to see him not actually lead. But he settled really well, and to Steve's credit, he got him back underneath him, and yeah, he had a bit left late, so it was great.
It's been a relatively new relationship between you and Cape Falls. When you first get these horses in your possession, how do you go about learning about them?
I'm fortunate enough that I had a little bit to do with them prior with Lindsay, and I've always had a working relationship with Brett through Lindsay and also before. So I've always done my research on the horses, and it's just been a matter of changing things slightly and seeing if we can pick up the 1%ers.
And today it clearly came to a 4. Do you try to keep him around this sort of distance now?
Yeah, I mean, we've been pretty excited about the prospect of actually maybe getting him towards a mile. If he'll tend to settle like he did today, world's his oyster. He can keep going and hopefully fulfil that bit of promise which he's shown as an early horse.
Congratulations on the victory, very well deserved.
Thanks very much.
A really nice win by Drift Star, over 1,400 metres for Neville Parker. Stevie Parnham brings up another winner. He lost his goggles last time he came in here, Scott, so we'll keep an eye on those. Make sure he keeps them, because he came in before looking for the goggles. He took his helmet off and someone has pinched them. But I think he'll be able to afford a few more with a double.
Brady can buy some new goggles now too. Stevie Parnham with me. Steve, Drift Star can get very keen in the run. How was he today?
Yeah, look, it's the first time I sat on his back, but he found a nice rhythm in the run. I went out there with an open mind. I thought I may find the front, but there was a couple that sort of pressed on, and he settled quite well.
Looked brave in the end, considering it to the eye. It seemed as though you're getting along at a pretty good clip.
Yeah, he settled probably conserved a bit during the run, so when I produced him, he was quite gritty to the finish and held off the fast-finishing Bob Peters horse.
What can you tell us about Belter and the Summer Scorcher?
Yeah, looking forward to him. I thought he trialled really well the other day. I didn't let him go, so his work since then has been quite good. He'll go forward and run a cheeky race.
Congratulations, Stevie. Good luck trying to chase down that treble.
Thank you. Cheers.
Steve Parnham salutes on Drift Star. It had been 437 days since the galloper had saluted. He's promised a lot, and today he delivers for Neville Parker and Stephen Parnham.